Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another live from the man cave. We're still having a problem with our virtual stream. Um, I'm waiting to hear back from StreamYard. And since I'm having so many problems with it, set it up on a monthly basis, and I don't think I'm going to keep it after June. We'll see. Because if I can't get in contact with them and allegedly talk to an actual person, and they don't apparently don't have a phone number. I don't know why. Hold on. They don't have a phone number. Where did I put that? I got to get my uh, cough drops. So uh, we're in the studio and we go to color. I want to welcome everybody to the chat. There we go. And tell everybody that this is a family-friendly channel. There's no racism, no nastiness of any kind. If you cannot abide by those rules, you will be kicked out without question. By one of my moderators, the little ones with the blue wrenches, or I myself will kick you out. I do not tolerate uh, lewd comments, bad and mocking somebody on the panel or something like that. We will not tolerate that. So let me get my cough medicine because my allergies really bother me. And I was out there today, which I should have been, but I got what I wanted done. So let me get the medicine and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I took it. This way I won't be coughing. If we get the, if we get the people in here, I will stay on till at least midnight or later. We'll see how things go tonight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put up my URL and my mailing address. Let's see if this works. And I'm going to try something after our stream tonight. Let me see if I can get. This is not working either. There we go. Maybe the change in weather or whatever, I don't know. But temperature was 41 tonight. So it's not going to go below freezing. So tomorrow we should be able to put up our greenhouse. That's what we're looking forward to do. Let me see if we can get the mailing address to come up into the chat. All right. Now let's see if this works. Go live. We'll go back to the portrait feed is this small right now. It should be the vertical, the whole page. And this is over to one side. I have to figure this out. You think they would help me, but I wrote them and everything else. I'll have my son come over on Sunday and we're going to go through this in a recorded session and try to figure it out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the URL here on the page and on my mailing address. Let's see if it comes up on the screen. And we have one guest in the chat right now, and that's Superior Karen. Karina? Christiana, thank you for coming into the chat. And this is our mailing address. Thank you for that. Come on. Send me a sticker to this address. I will send you 2 of mine and 2 small and 2 big stickers. This is what you'll get. I can't do anything right anymore. I don't know what's going on. Getting up there in age, I don't know. It's just that you'll get 2 big stickers and 2 small stickers if you send me yours. If you don't have a sticker and you would like one of mine, just send me a self-addressed envelope and I will send you the sticker. And I will include the stamp. That's Garden Aquatics, 3280 Sunrise Highway, Box 174, Wantor, New York, 11793. Again, Box 174. It's Garden Aquatics, 3280 Sunrise Highway, Box 174, Wantor, New York, 11793. I would appreciate it. This would determine whether or not I keep the box. If I'm not getting mail-in address, I'm not going to keep the big box, pay for a big box, and not have the mail coming into it. I'm going back to the smaller box for my business. Once I get monetized and I know I'm getting a significant amount of income, we'll be setting up a website and everything else. And we will have merch merchandise and everything else on the channel. So, if you are new to the channel, you cannot come up until you come up a few times, because I will not allow a person to come up and put a lewd photo on or flash me in any way. We will not allow that. And I know my people, and we try to keep it family friendly in the chat. And usually we have a banner across the bottom. I have to figure that out again. It's different. And I don't know what StreamYard did, but they changed everything around again. And they want to raise the rate. And if they're going to raise the rate, I want to be able to talk to a person when I have a problem. If I can't talk to a person, then we're going to look at all the different streams. If you don't have the phone number where you can call somebody and verify something, I don't want to be double charged. They continue to charge me double. If you do that again, it's over. I want to be able to talk to a person, which they do not allow you to do. You have to email them, and you're lucky if you get email in a couple of weeks. So here's the URL. If you want to come up into the chat, let's see if we can pin it to the top of the page. Will that work? Nope, that doesn't work. So let's see. We'll leave it at that. So that's the URL to come up into the chat. I don't know why that's not working either. If we continue to have problems with them, we're getting rid of them. I will go to another streaming service to have guests come up. That there should be a phone number, and I'm going to research it, and I'm going to complain to alleged consumer services in the state of New York and find out why they don't have a phone number. Amazon has a phone number. Google has a number where you can get in touch with people, and you type it in, and they'll come back to you, and they acknowledge you. This company doesn't acknowledge you at all. What I did today, I will be setting that up upcoming week, where we split the screen, and I'll be able to use that. I was trying to figure out what this is. That I can get myself on here. This is just duplicating this. And I don't know why, but we don't need two. There's a demo. What is that? We have to figure this out. I want to see if I can get myself on, so I may have to shift. Let me see. Let me try that, and then we'll go into our topic for tonight. I'm going to try this. Let's see. Let's. All right, let's try this shift 3 right here. Let's see this. Shift 3. Nope, doesn't work. Or shift in the number 3. Let me see. Shift plus 3. Shift plus 3. Nope, doesn't work. Shift plus 4. We get that. We get this. We don't want that. We get this. That works. That works. And that's out. Why doesn't this work? We'll keep it at that. All right? I guess that they're doing that, whatever reason. I'm going to try to figure out what the stuff is. I will go through some stuff with them, and we'll talk to Gemini about it, and we'll see. We can bring up live from the man cave, and we want bubble, and we want rounded corners. Rounded corners. How about that? Or that? I don't like that. I like this. We'll stick with that. I like the fonts small, large. Is that better? Maybe this will be larger too. Let me see. Who else do we have? We have Judy May. Good evening, Judy May. Welcome back. We've been praying for you and everything else. I tell every night after the chat, you and Grandma Lynn, that you're thinking, I noticed you were commenting on some of my videos, and I'm still having a problem commenting. I don't like, that's too big. So let's get rid of that, and we will talk. So StreamYard phone number. You have the phone number for StreamYard. Let me write this down. I've been trying to get them, and they were double billing me and everything else, and I went to the helpline. I asked for a phone number. I couldn't get it. To get a pen, a piece of paper, write that down. So let me get a piece of paper over here. And a pen, and write it down. Thank you so much. If you have it, I will contact them tomorrow and give them a piece of my mind. And try to restore things because I lost, I don't have a pen. Of course, I don't have a pen handy. I have everything else but a pen. There's a problem that my account came down and everything else. I contacted Gemini. I went through Google. I asked everybody the phone number. They say they don't have any phone number. I don't know how you got the phone number, but thank you very much. I want to write this down. It's 855 222 3704. Where did you get that phone number? You're a lifesaver. I appreciate it. And how are you feeling? Everything? I'm sure you're not up to par yet, but I'm sure you're feeling better, and we've all been praying for you every night. And we know you probably have been coming up in chat, but I've been watching your live streams tonight. I've been watching your live streams tonight. I'm feeling okay. I got a number of Google. I got the number from Google. I don't know how you got it. They said, oh, like maybe I asked the question wrong or whatever, but they kept telling me that they gave me an email, but they didn't give me a phone number. So thank you for that. I appreciate it very much. I want to change this font here. It's too big because it's taking up space. And this way I'll talk to them and try to figure this out. I'll get with my son and my daughter and figure this out. We'll go back to our small size text. Rounded corners and display headlines. Let's get rid of this. And then we got, good evening, Judy May. How are you doing? Squirrel's asking you too. So let me take this down and do that. We'll get right back to you. I want to think, I have to be put to sleep 3 times in 2 days. Wow. Are you finally home? Let me see. There we go. I don't like that. Let's fix this. Let's fix this. There we go. We like that better and that. Okay. Now we can get to the chat. I want to make this bigger. Hopefully. Let's see. Big, like that way. And now I will call them and try to figure out what's going on with StreamYard. And if I can't work out the problem, I will not continue with it. She says, I now have 3 stents in my right leg. But yes, I'm home. Are you feeling better? Good morning. I prayed for you doing well on your new job is working for you, right? Yeah, we've all been praying for Squirrel, especially for you. And I believe Grandma Lynn may I haven't heard from her. I'll probably call her on the weekend. And she might have to have a gallbladder removed. April 9th, I will have tests done on my leg. Okay. We'll be praying for you. My new job is going well, Judy May. I have a new supervisor. I have a new advisor for my YouTube channel. A new supporter for my YouTube channel. Okay. That's good news to hear. I've been watching live streams too. I just don't feel like chatting quite a bit of pain. I can barely walk. It's going to take time, but hopefully you'll get better. We'll be praying. Let's see. Uh, and I thank you for that phone number. I wish, it says, got out of bed and walked to the shower. I would never wish this pain on anyone. I could imagine. My new sponsor is Corat Magnetics. Corat Magnetics. Okay. See, and you're worried, Squirrel. You're getting a sponsor that will sponsor your channel. So I wouldn't worry about it. And my watch hours have gone down. My watch hours went down to 3802. My watch hours may go up over the weekend, but I won't be posting on Sunday because of Easter, and it may go down again. So you're not alone. Stephen, I hope you get to talk to someone. Yes, because they're screwing me. Grandma Lynn has put out short videos. Yes, she has. And she commented on a few of mine too. Uh, so I know she's there. She was having pains in her chest, not in her heart, but they think it may have to do with her gallbladder. She may have to have that removed. She was supposed to go this week to some tests with Mr. Tim, and hopefully she will find out what's going on. And she says, my watch hours are 2107. Mine went down to 3802 or 3801. So they went down. I'll show everybody. Welcome, Mount Sparrow, to the chat. Happy to see you, Judy May. She says, Squirrel and Stephen, I'll tell you exactly where they are. It may go up tomorrow because it went up a little bit and it's slowly creeping up there again. So you're not alone, Squirrel. Good evening, my dear friend. I have missed you. Thank you for all your prayer, all your love and the prayers. And then Squirrel says hi to Mount Sparrow. Okay, let's check our hours out. And I will tell you what they are. We'll go over what we're doing. I know I don't know why this won't let. Nothing. Thank you. Hold on. The problem is I can't see this on the black phone. To get the sound off. Let's see where our watch hours are right now. He says, I put my promo code in the chat. Okay. It didn't come up. You are too kind, but I feel the same way about you. Okay, now my subscribers are 8769, 8,769. That's my thing. Okay, and we'll be putting this on the screen soon. Let me see. My watch hours are, no, they went down. They were at 33 something. My watch hours as of right now are 3802. I said 3801, but they're 3802. I was at 3840 something. So I'm down to 3802. There it is, right there. See that? So mine went down. You're not alone, Squirrel. You will get there. All right. I figure within, I keep saying a month, but we'll get there within a month. And you'll get there before the end of the year, probably in the summer, if you just keep posting and doing what you're doing. And I will contact them tomorrow and see what's going on. I don't want to be double billed. If they continue doing what they're doing, I will get rid of them. The problem I had, all of a sudden they denied me that I had an account with them and everything else, and I have them on record billing me and stuff like that. And I keep sending, my daughter got on thing with the helpline and sent them an email, and they said my account didn't exist and this and that. So, and she says, do I need 1,000 subscribers to get monetized? To get monetized, you need 3,000 watch hours to start with the YPP and 4,000 watch hours to get monetized. Here's my promo. Okay, anybody wants this promo code for discounts to the magnet thing? You're getting a sponsor. I will not. I won't promote any sponsor. The stuff that I do and everything else over it, I want to regulate what I was doing. I don't take sponsorships because the sponsors that would sponsor me want me to do a product and want me to tell them what have to send them the information that I would want to do a promo about. Okay? I will not do that. In other words, I will not take a promo from a sponsor, and they want me to review that product and tell them what the product is. And we'll go to Junior May in a second. And before I put that review about the product and how I use it, how I like it and stuff, I would have to send the information to the company. And they would have to review it and tell me whether or not I can use that information. So I will not take a sponsor. I will buy the stuff and I will sponsor it. If they want a thing, which I'm in the process of talking to Tetra products. I will review their products, so they like the Tetra Pond stuff and the Tetra Fish Food and the stuff they have. I'll review the product and tell them how I like it. And if they want to promote something, that's the only way to promote it. I will buy it. I will not get something for free and then try it. And if I don't like it, I'd have to submit something to them and tell them I don't like it. I'm not going to put something out for somebody and promote something unless I test it out and like it. If I don't like it, I'm not testing it. So here, I believe you need 500 subscribers and 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours to get the YPP. That's the personalization where you can get memberships and stuff like that and start earning money on the channel. And then the 4,000 watch hours, you're fully monetized and you'll get ads and make revenue from your ads on your channel that YouTube puts on there. Texas Ranch Rock mother passed away March 30th. Oh, wow, we got prayers for him. He put out a memorial video today. It was very touching. I got to go check that out. And I know he bought my camera for me, the trail cam, which I use regularly. And I bought the cat and stuff like that. So, oh, no, Judy May, lots of prayers for the family. Yeah. So when I get a product and I promote that product, I'm promoting that product, telling you what I think about it. I will not badmouth the product, but I'm not going to have a company send me stuff and tell me what I have to say about that product. If I don't like the product, I'm going to tell you I don't recommend it and stuff like that. But that decision would be up to you. But this is what I think about it. And that's what I would do. If I promote a product and I buy it and they will offer a discount for that product, I will sponsor it that way. But I'm not going to take products to review and have a sponsor me. Maybe like Squirrel does. The company will sponsor him, but he's not getting stuff from them. And but I will not do that. So I will not take a sponsor. If they want to let me review the product, then I will tell them I recommend the product, but I will not take a sponsor. I'm not being sponsored by any product. I will decide what I sponsor on the channel. I do not do promotions for anything. Because I don't want to get in a lawsuit or anything. I've had 4 companies contact me, 4 companies, and said that we'll send you products. Would you want to review this product? I said, yes. Okay, as you review the product, you will send me what you're going to say about it, or send me a view, or let us know what you're going to say, and we'll review that and let you know if we want that out there. I'm not going to do that. Allegedly. I still have to upload 2 videos I have saved on my phone. Okay. So allegedly, they're telling me Now my allergies are bothering me. Uh, I'm still waiting that, I'm still waiting what I eat, no more extra sugar. I posted them uh, on there. I've been posting that they were on the Wednesday blog two, 2 weeks ago. I can show you where it is about what I'm doing and I'm eating and stuff like that. I posted, I'm buying just Cheerios, no Honey Nut Cheerios, what the sugar was in that and stuff like that. And what I'm eating the sparkling water, and I posted that on the Dollar Tree video. Let me get the videos up and I'll show you. On the blog, I did it. I can show you. Let me see where we are. Come on. And I will be doing a few of them. I watched two, I weighed 242 pounds before the hospital. I'm now Mount 222. So, wow. Yeah, so you're watching what you eat, and I'm telling everybody to watch what they eat. Let me see if I can get those videos. Watch. This is the sugar one. I know it's there. Here it is. No, no. Stop. Go out. Go out. Here's those videos that I put out right there. The Sugar Purge live stream, the man cave, and I tell you about that, all that. My A1C is 5.8. My last A1C was very high, one something. Way too much, and my sugar content was 180. The A1C was 180. And I'm promoting low carbs, or if I do eat stuff with carbs, I'll eat very, very little. We'll be doing another report uh, next Wednesday on it, where my weight is right now and everything. I was at 220 pounds. I went down to about 218, and then I stayed there. Now I went down to 208. I'm at 208 right now. And I checked my weight today, and I went down another pound. It's going slowly, and I've asked my doctor about it. This is what I'm doing and everything. And I stopped drinking soda entirely. We'll talk about, I got the whole grain pastas, fresh fruit, lots of frozen veggies, and whole grain pasta. Whole grain pasta or gluten-free products, like gluten-free bread, stuff like that. The best bread to eat is soda bread, Irish soda bread. Uh, and if I do eat regular pasta, my problem is when I had regular pasta, I would eat a big thing and it would have a second helping, no more, just a little bit. And we're going to use up what we have, and we're going to switch to whole grain uh, pasta. And there are a few brands that are whole grain. You got to look. You got to read the labels. And we talked about that, I got the low calorie, you saw in that video, I got the low calorie salad dressing, the Caesar salad dressing, the Italian, creamy Italian. And they say it's 2 grams of sugar or 3 grams of sugar, and that is a tablespoon. Now, you're not going to put a tablespoon down on a salad. You're going to put some dressing on the salad, so you're putting down more. So I cut it out completely. I started using olive oil and apple cider vinegar, and I um, am taking honey and cinnamon and apple cider vinegar combination, and I will let you know how that goes. Yes, that's the key. Regular portion sizes. I would eat, I would have a full plate of, now I cut that down to half. And I would always have a second helping. So it's just that half a portion that I would have a big bowl of pasta. I'll have a smaller bowl, a little portion was saving more. And I have that, a little bit of sauce, and I eat that, and that's it. I would have like 2 pieces of Parmesan with the mozzarella Parmesan, chicken Parmesan, and spaghetti, and I would have another helping of that and another piece of meat. Now it's just a little bigger piece of meat, just one, and a small portion of spaghetti, and that's it. And that's what I'm eating. And I am losing weight. I notice my pants are going down, and it's going down gradually. Being in a hospital, you're not eating as much, whatever, they watch you. And with an operation like that, the stress goes down. I lost weight when I had my leg in a sling and everything. And I went back to it after I just started eating everything. I've been drinking shots of apple cider vinegar every morning. The other combination is apple cider vinegar and cinnamon, and some agave honey or something like that. Not regular honey because there's a little bit of sugar in it. You got to get the pure honey and have that instead of sugar. Have a teaspoon of that. Put a teaspoon of that in your coffee. Put a teaspoon of that in your tea. And I have that thing you've seen on YouTube that I'm taking, and I want to see the results. The drops of the combination in your coffee or tea or drink in the morning with the morning kick, and Chuck Norris passing away. Got the thing that could continue with the program, but we still don't know what he died of. I don't want to make any speculations and everything, but prayers go out to her family and everything else. And they're still going to continue with the morning kick program because it helped his family. And had nothing, allegedly had nothing, the morning kick had nothing to do with, we still don't know what the cause of death was allegedly. So there's a lot of stuff out on YouTube about it, but a lot of it's AI and stuff like that. Got all those movies coming back out. Now shows are repeating the Texas Walker, Texas Ranger movies and stuff like that. I love Chuck Norris. Yes, he was a good person. Down to earth, all that stuff. So I'm taking the morning kick, and that has helped me with thing. I would be exhausted now. I'm getting a little tired because I'm taking my allergy medicine. And I got off it entirely. I was taking the one pill in the morning no problems or anything like that. We transitioning to winter into spring, cold, hot, cold. I got the sniffles again. The prayers go out to him. Yep. So I said, like we said, uh, our destiny is uh, not what do you call it? Known. We could be here today, gone tomorrow. Good Lord willing, I hope to be here for a while, at least another into my 80s. We'll see. Lynn, if you are watching, my prayers for you. I love you, my sister. Yes, we're all praying for her, and I will contact her again. I don't want to bother her and stuff like that. I will be contacting her, wishing her a happy Easter and stuff like that, and asking my prayers going out to her. Hope everything is well, and that she has, if she has to have surgery, she's able to have it, and pain will be gone. It's a minor thing, but it costs a lot of money. It's just making a small incision somewhere, and they suck it out. My wife's girlfriend's granddaughter had uh, gallbladder surgery, and it's a little scar. That's it. What are your plans for Easter? My plans for Easter are the immediate family. Um, and one of our cousins. So it's going to be 4, 6, 7, 8, 8 people here for Easter. We're going to have lasagna, sausage, meatballs, stuff like that. And like I said, I'm just going to eat a small portion, have sausage and a meatball. I would have like 2 or 3 sausages. A second helping of lasagna, nope. It's just going to have the one portion of it with a little, there's no extra sauce or anything, and a meatball and half a sausage. I'm not going to eat a whole sausage. So, or a sausage and or a meatball, not both. And I'm going to tell my son to take it and our cousins to take stuff home with them. And then we wound up getting a new refrigerator. So we now have stuff in the basement refrigerator and this refrigerator. We'll be reviewing our thing. And Squirrel says, on Sunday, we're going to my wife's brother's place. Okay, your in-laws. That's what we'll have. Probably go to mass or whatever, and then family comes. My wife was cooking today. She made sauce. She made. I think she's going to make the lasagna on Saturday because she had the sauce put in the refrigerator. And we have Lewis. We have Jesse in the chat. Welcome, Jesse. Welcome. I'm seeing you. Sounds nice. I hope you and your family have a good day. And you too, Squirrel. Everybody. Hope you have a good day from me. And that's basically what we're doing. Like I said, I'm not going to eat that much. No dessert if I have something, have cake or something or pie. Small piece. I would have a big piece of pie. Have a second helping of ice cream, whatever we're going to have. No, just one thing. That's it. Cutting back on stuff. We got to figure out what that is. She says, Judy May, going to have Judy May going to have a good day on Sunday. Yeah, and I don't know what this is. Got to figure this out, what that means. And like I said, I will call them. It's driving me crazy. We're going to be on till at least midnight tonight. I don't want to put this on. I don't want to lose the demo 1, demo 2. I can delete one of these. Remove that. There we go. See, now I don't like that. I like this better. That shouldn't be that way. So we got to figure it out. I will call them. So what I did today, I cleaned up what I cleaned up yesterday. I had a pile. I'm having ham, pasta, salad, baked beans, and deviled eggs. All good combinations. All good. All good. I like deviled eggs too. We may have a breakfast. I usually get 2 or 3 eggs, a toasted bagel in the morning, whatever. And we may go out for breakfast on Easter Sunday after church if we go, God willing. And then I would have is just going to have scrambled egg and a share a bagel with somebody, and then she says, I will not be live because of Good Friday, but I will be live on Saturday. Okay. I will be live. Are you going to be live in the night or during the day? I'm going to be live about 8 o'clock, and I'll go off at 10 o'clock. I'll only be on for about 2 hours on Saturday. I don't know what I'm doing. I will have a live stream in the yard with the pond or working or whatever in the yard with the pond. But that's it. If I don't do anything, hello, welcome to the. My sister, bring Bristol rolls and cherry. What is it? Bristol rolls and cherry pie. And pie. Cherry and apple. See, now my daughter-in-law and my son are going to bring pastries or something. My cousins are probably going to be a pie. I would have a pastry and a pie or whatever. I'm just going to have one, maybe half of one, half of cannoli, whatever. I think my son will bring the pastries. There's a pastry shop in Brooklyn that they go to that they like. They'll bring the pastries from there. I'll have a half of cannoli. That's it. I'm not going to eat a ton of stuff. And my cousins will bring like pies or cake. I'm not going to eat it. Definitely not going to eat it. I Wall, Squirrel says. So what I did today, it was nasty out. It was drizzly all day. I had to get that done. It was bothering me. I had to get that done. It said I fed up. That was the YouTube April Fool's thing. I finally cleaned up all the piles. The fence is done all the way to the end. And I didn't film it, but I ripped up the thing, and I will show everybody. I ripped up the landscape fabric. I'm not going to put it down. Put down cardboard or something there, because I've said it in the video. You could put mulch down, put landscape fabric, put mulch down, and everything else have landscape fabric there, and a weed will get through, and then eventually it would get through the thing. So I got rid of the landscape fabric I'm thinking I'm going to spot spray the weeds as we go. That's what I said I was going to do. I'm going to hide Easter eggs with my doggy. He now 16. Okay. Hopefully he's doing well. So I ripped up the landscape fabric along the fence. I raked everything out, show everybody that. I cleaned up around the deck. She's saying that will be fun. That will be fun. He is strong. Okay. I used to hide the Easter eggs for the kids. We don't do it anymore. They're all grown. But we put the Easter eggs out when we get the little footprints from a bunny. We put them around and we have them go to a spot where there was an Easter egg. And we have, they would find someone that was cute. We did it for the kids, but we don't do that anymore. We color eggs and stuff like that. We're not doing it this year. Are you still in Alaska? I believe she is. I'm going to eat veggies and no carb cake. Okay. There's a recipe which I'm going to look into. People are asking me about the channel, Garden Aquatics, what is recipes and stuff like that. Stephen, you still hide eggs from them? No, they're grown up now. We don't do that anymore. We just make some hard-boiled eggs and that's it. Maybe color a few, but that's it. This is what we get the little artificial quail eggs like that. We put them around the house for decorations. That's it. You saw the decorations. And I can't find my wreath. I'm gonna get all the Halloween stuff away finally, back out of the way, in front of the Christmas stuff. The Easter stuff is gonna go up in the attic. I'm gonna bring down the Memorial Day stuff and everything. And what's going to happen is I'm gonna find that Easter egg wreath that they made. So this time when I pack this stuff away, I'm going to put it all together. I had stumps up scattered up because I took it off later. I've got some stuff scattered up, whatever. I'm going to put it all together when I find it. So the Easter stuff will be on one side, the Christmas stuff will be way in the back, and the Halloween stuff will be in front of the Christmas stuff. So after 4th of July, like I said, we take the Halloween stuff down, and then we leave it down, and we get Christmas, and we put Halloween back up. So it's a vicious cycle. It starts over and over again. If we're willing, we'll do it. My favorite is white cake with chocolate icing. Yeah, I like. I might get the egg white. My grandmother made angel food cake. Get that recipe. And that was saying there was a veggie thing with carrot cake, cholesterol-free carrot cake. We'll look into that. And then no sugar in the carrot cake. Look into that recipe. And I was saying people are talking about garden aquatics, and your channel is about gardening, and then you talk about cooking, this, that, and anything. It all has to do with gardening, and I will explain each step of it, what it has to do with one another. is all together. And then she says, Angel, food cake is good. It's made with egg whites. So look for that. But not store bought. I would store bought. I would buy it. Ingredients and make it myself. No more sugar. Got rid of a little of the sugar cookies packages that I had. Got rid of them. Not going to make them. I want to see what my A1C is. All my things should be down. I'm taking my sugar, and it went down to like 120. It should be down even more. I'm still in Alaska. It's still cold here. I have. There's a group in Alaska with the family, and they sell merch and stuff like that. The guy was at HVAC, own an HVAC company, and they do a lot of Christmas things, giveaways and stuff like that. I lost them. Like 6. Thank you. We got 6 likes. Wow. Today it was 74 degrees here. Today it was 49 so, and right now it's 41. It never got above 50 degrees. April 1st, we got up into the 70s. So it's still thing, but now we can go into that phase where we can put the stuff up. I got the stuff and I have the video. It's going up on Wednesday. I will tell people I did it. I got the seeds, put the seeds in a napkin, and I will tell you what seeds I did what with and where I put them. So watch for that. I was going to do a April thing, but the one was good. I hid the eggs on my I'll hide eggs on my bus. LOL. I'm going to take my meds. I'll be right back. Okay, take your time. So what I'm going to be doing, I'll be showing you each step that I'm doing. And I'm telling everybody that it's spring, it's time. You got to have your stuff. You got to have all your stuff done by second week or by the 3rd week of April, so that you will have seedlings by May. In other words, seedlings by May. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to jumpstart them, and I'm going to plant seeds next week by the weekend. So by the end of April, I will have stuff sprouting. I'm going to see what seeds I can sow into the ground. I'll show you what I do with my beds. I will get the other beds ready. And by the end of April, I want to get the pond. What we're going to do is clean out the pond the best we can, all around it and stuff like that. I'm not going to clean in the pond until I get the filter. We'll clean the filter pump out. I'm going to continue to use that filter. We'll clean that pump out, and I will connect the hoses and everything to the new filter. And that's where we are. And like I said, everything will be in steps. I got the thing I'm thinking about. I may get it on Saturday. We'll see what the sales are with Home Depot. I may buy some more mulch. It was cheap enough. The 3 bags for $10. They're usually $16 each. So they were on sale for 3 for $16. So I suggest that you have a Home Depot near me, check them out. And the the topsoil and the potting soil, Miracle Grow is um, 2 for $16 when they're $16 a piece. So there, you get one bag free. That's what I got. That's what, and it came for $25. It would have been over $30. It's been almost $40 if I got uh, the regular price. Probably go up, and then end of April, they'll start again for its season. Uh, then you got to look and see where it is. Still have a Lowe's coupon somewhere. I believe I haven't used it yet. I'm going to go to Lowe's next time I go to Garden City, the doctor. I'll pick up stuff in Lowe's. But we're going to start this season. I did the bed along the house. The next thing we go and we trim all the bushes. We trim the bushes around the shed area, clean up that area, clean up those garden beds. We cleaned up the garden beds in the front of the house. We're going to trim those bushes. Going to have the sprinklers turned on. Once after Easter, I will call him and have the sprinklers turned on, and we'll do an irrigation video. And it all has to do with gardening, garden aquatics. I'm going to make a drip irrigation on the raised bed that I make and everything else. I got a water timer. I'm going to have the sprinklers turned on, but this is going to be on a separate thing. We're going to set this up, and this is going to be on a separate one. All right? And it's going to drip at certain times. We got to see. Child lock, rain sensor, and it will be set up so that the zones will be for the drip irrigation. It's not going to be much, but we just enough to get into the thing. We got to look at it good. I will be doing that. That's the irrigation. What irrigation is gardening. When to water, when not to water, what fertilizer to put down, stuff like that. And then harvesting the fruits and vegetables, preparing them, making meals out of them. That all has to do with garden aquatics. And I will explain that. What is garden aquatics? It's going to be all this, and including AI, all the information that you could get from AI, what you don't know, what questions you can get. If you don't go into AI, you're going to be left behind, because AI is going to revolutionize it. It's going to help you what you do. So that's what we'll be doing. And then the aquatics part, the fish, the aquariums, redoing the aquariums, all the pond stuff, cleaning out the pond. Planting flowers, planting seeds, planting seedlings, planting vegetables, seeding and maintaining or fertilizing a lawn. All has to do with gardening and gardening. Maybe I should name garden and gardening aquatics. Gardening and landscaping aquatics. A landscape gardening aquatics. A landscape garden aquatics. I will ask people that. Hopefully, I hope to have some guests on. I'm trying to contact people and stuff like that. If they would come onto the channel on a one-on-one basis, and we'll do something with that. But that's it. So I got this phone number. I don't know where Judy May got it uh, from Google, but Google didn't give me a phone number. I may have asked the wrong question. But, so like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to ding that bell. I had that whole program set up and everything else, and I lost it. So I have to redo it. Hopefully they can get it back for me. So I have the thing, and then I'm not going to be charged twice again for that. So everything is gone on here. So what we're going to do is have a question and answer period. Q&A, so to speak. Okay, now I don't know why that's separate. This is Q&A. Any questions that you want to ask about gardening, stuff like that, let me know. I'm back. So you'll see that, and I will tell you, okay, I did this already. And hopefully tomorrow, it should be nicer, or Saturday, I will get the greenhouse up. I will put the plastic over it's only a plastic thing. If you were to leave that out on the greenhouse with the cold weather, that would have disintegrated with the cold weather that we had. It takes me forever to walk. Thank you for the thumbs up. Tell people give the thumbs up. Yeah, I know. If you had to walk around, I have to get up to go to the bathroom. When I broke my leg, it was terrible. Even in a walker. And almost all my pains and everything went away. But this leg is still bothering me because the dampness. My left leg is still bothering me where I broke it. I'm using the Voltaren gel and that works. But you can use it because of the scar and thing. They don't want to getting certain things, so you got to look for that thing. I don't want to take any pain meds and stuff like that. He's offering to give me stuff. He says I'm doing pretty good with my right leg, and my walking's improved. And now that the weather's warming up, it's not going to be chilly. It's going to be around 60 degrees. I could take a walk around the block. This year, I'm going to try to do like 2 blocks or whatever. Hold on. Okay, that was my daughter. She's in Canada. She won a free trip to Canada. She entered a contest with hockey team that she likes with the Islanders and the Senators from Canada. She won tickets and stay in the thing, whatever, and got able to ring the bell and stuff like that. So she she enjoyed that, and the hockey team won. So that's where she is. She'll be back tomorrow. She went Wednesday, and she'll be back either tomorrow or Saturday. So that things I don't know what they're going to do with the players, but that's it. He says, I know nothing about this AI stuff. AI can help you make videos, uh, tutorials, stuff like that, and generate thumbnails for you. You tell them the information that you want to generate. Uh, some of my thumbnails that I put out, like the lawn and garden Tuesday with the lawnmower, the thing with the fertilizer and the ice melt and stuff like that, blower and stuff like that, they did all that. The one that I did with the grass seed, not the seed, what to do, that video that's up now was generated from AI. Generated a magazine, The Insider's Guide to Garden Aquatics, through AI. I just tell them you can either talk and text to them, you can talk to them. It's just like using Google, but it's more sophisticated. It'll generate information for you. You can take that, allegedly use their information, but you have to tell you asking it and saying that I got this from AI. You can put it on your channel. You can say that you ask it about gardening, about what's the best time to put grass seed down, stuff like that. I'll be using that in some of my videos. And then this is AI. This is what people have said. This is what has accumulated the AI information. And this is what I'm broadcasting to you with my experience and AI information. She says, I'm about a box of rocks. Think Media, they say, be careful because AI stuff belonging to them. Yeah, but as long as you say this is AI, I'm using the AI to get the information. I'm using AI for my thumbnails, which I say you can use AI to generate a thumbnail for you. You can use AI to generate an outro and intro video for you. In other words, but to do a whole AI thing, you got to be very, very careful. So you can go to the one that Google has. It's Gemini, and Gemini is 100% Google, and they will tell you what you have to do. You have to use a disclaimer for that and say that this video was AI generated with the information that you have. So, that means they could get wealth off the money you make allegedly. Yes. But what the AI generated thing is because you're asking it questions. And this is, you want to know this, when you say that, you would say you want to know uh, um, what this product is and everything else. This is what you're confirming your distinction. This is what AI says, and this is what I say. I got this information from AI, and it's allegedly. I haven't made a few posts. I have made a few posts using AI. Yeah, but basically that's what I'm going to use it for. And information that I don't know about generator or stuff like that, or questions about who's the best product to go for landscaping information, and the best guide for landscaping and grass keeping and stuff like that is the one with How To with Doc. So you watch that lawn care guide. I live by that. He's right now, it's been warmer down there, and they got a thing, but it's warming up, and they're in a drought right now, and they're going to get the rain, so it's generated. Up here in our zone, we're just getting out of that, so we're going into the first steps of it. So I've used that lawn care guide, and it gives you all the different zones and stuff like that. The cold season, when to do this, when to do that, and I'm using it. With that information, and when I talk about him, I have him in the description below. I have made you using AI. Right now, you can invite $20 stock for AI. Are you invest $20 for AI? It's the first time I heard of that. I'll look into that. Thank you. I never heard of that. We'll try it, but I use both. If I don't like the information I get from, I collaborate with both of them. I use ChatGPT and AI for the stuff with Gemini and ChatGPT. And there's a whole bunch of videos out there, uh, generated AI stuff like that, and you can tell if you look at a AI video and commercials and stuff like that, you can see if they're generated AI thing. Some of the podcasts are AI thing. There's a disclaimer at them, but you can tell if they're just standing there like this, talking and not moving around. You can tell that if they're straight laced and just talking. Sometimes they miss a word or two. You can tell that AI. Allegedly, I think. I have, oh, okay. And then she said, right now, okay, I have never bought stock. Are you going to buy stock in AI? I have a 401k, which I got from work. What the thing, and I'm collecting on that, plus my pension. But what the alleged 401k did is, in that 401k, I had what they call a stopgap thing. When your stock made money, they took the money out and they put it in an account and left the stock. In other words, what your investment was, you took out and reserved it, and then the stock continued to grow. So any investments you made, you didn't take the stock out, but the money you made on the stock was up, whatever, you continue to use the stock, but you saved your investment. That's what I have, but I don't have any stocks. The 401k, whatever this broker does. And when we take the money out, uh, we have to pay tax on it. And there's a certain time, I think in a year or two, we got to take it out. But we'll see when we decide what we're going to do. If we're going to move, we're going to talk about that on Sunday. So I don't know if I'm going to be live Sunday night or not. So that's why I'm going to be live. I don't know about Good Friday either, because Squirrel made a good point about that. But I will be live with a video on Saturday. I may be doing a video in the yard tomorrow too. I think my wife is home. I have to tell her that Christy called. So that's where we are. So going back, so tomorrow, I said I was going to do, I didn't know if I was going to do the pond or the greenhouse. I'm going to try to do the greenhouse tomorrow. I'm going to look at the weather and stuff like that. I may be doing Sundays, temperature to drop Sunday. So in other words, so I have to still have to look what the temperatures are. Allegedly, the landscapers are doing lawns. I don't know if they're putting stuff down and stuff like that, but they're breaking lawns. And I want to show you one lawn. I'm doing it by hand, where I have dead grass and stuff like that. I'm raking it up. I'm making those spots, which you saw in my backyard when they did it. That's the only thatching I'm doing. I'm not going to get a machine and thatch the lawn because the lawn is still moist. So what we can do is get the greenhouse up, get the side yard done, stuff like that. Maybe get into the garage and do that. But it's cleanup time. Spring, it's cleanup. I think I'm going to look into AI stock. It's hot right now and growing fast. Yeah, but be careful. But try to find the right one. And if you do get into it, get a reputable company. Talk to a few people first before you do it, and make sure that it's reliable. And you're going to get phone calls up the yin yang for allegedly that. You get people calling you about having a loan, or I have a person that keeps calling me, called on allegedly several different numbers, and it's the same person saying, "We got the information about the loan that you want, and stuff like that. You can please call us. You're approved for this and that." And we didn't make that, so you got to be careful. That's a prank call we get. We don't answer those calls. We got the voice command on the phone. So watch out for that. And then also, when you order, I know we all order stuff online. We do continue to shop regularly. But if you order something online, or you go online and order something, or check out something, let's say, I'm still around listening in. Thank you, Judy May. Thank you, Squirrel, for all that information. Thank you for being here. And last night, I was listening into your thing and I let it run. I didn't know why it didn't want to come up, but I noticed that you were on last night and I let it run. I want you to know that. Squirrel, that's Squirrel. What I was saying, when you order something online or something like that, companies get that information. What you do is don't click on that, don't do that. Go back to your original order and see the order's on track or whatever. There's an information number on the thing that you dealt with, the website you dealt with. Call them or email them your packages and that thing, and then don't don't call a number on the screen because they're going to ask you it. Especially now, tax season, people are getting called. We can prepare your taxes, or we got a lien on your taxes. We assess your thing. The IRS is not going to call you and tell you uh, uh, there's a problem with your taxes. They're going to send you a letter. Don't know why your comments don't stick on my videos. One or two they do. I try to do, make it simple or just to thumb anything and they don't stick. But I'm going to keep trying. So allegedly, maybe because I'm doing too many and our computer's freezing, but everything's worked out now. Everything was checked. The system is up and running. Once the weather gets back to normal, they're doing a whole system check throughout the neighborhood. It seems to this black. This was an add-on, and they don't. The alleged cable company didn't learn with the thing. They just didn't. So now they're rewiring the whole entire area again, and they got all that done last year. Now they're doing the main line thing. Everything was hooked up to the original main line. Now they're redoing that, putting new poles up. They put all the poles up in this area, so everything should be worked out. And allegedly, servers and stuff like that are going down because with Gemini allegedly and YouTube stuff like that are rebooting all the channels. If you notice, a couple days ago, I went to check my watch hours and subscribers and stuff like that, and it said something went wrong. And I asked, typed in Google, is there a problem? And it said yes, allegedly there was a problem in some areas. So people were complaining about that. So hopefully by the end of April or now, allegedly, all this should be worked out. And I'm going to go back and comment on everybody's videos and see what happens. I commented on a couple of Judy May's. I think she got one comment or something like that, and I don't know, but she's saying thumbs up. Let's see where our watch hours are right now. Let's see where our watch hours are. So we'll go to 11 right now, and we'll see if we get the thing. We'll stay on till 12. Right now we have 6 likes and our 89 viewed. Thank you very much. We have a lively chat going, so if you know somebody or something like that, go out and tell them, tell 2 friends and stuff like that to get. I want to get my channel out there. I'm going to do my own shorts, and anybody can remix them. I'm going to do a short on why I call the channel Gardener Products, what Gardener Products is about, all the stuff that I do, and think how it's related to Gardener Products. I know I may have said this before, but we're doing that. If you notice, I'll show you tomorrow. I cleaned up the room, and it looks very nice. And now all the stuff is in the shed. And when the weather warms up, where I can get in there, pull the stuff out. Once we get everything done, weeding, mulching, plants in place and everything else, then we'll start with the landscape design, stuff like that. I don't know if you can like it until, I don't know if I can still till 11 p.m. meds. I'm very sleepy. That's okay, Judy May. I thank you for coming in. We'll be praying for you that you get better and hope everything improves. Don't know if my video will be out. I got to do somewhere that I was with Wi-Fi. Okay. And yesterday, the video I did yesterday had to do with April Fools, where I wasn't talking to you, and then I talked to you in the next video and stuff like that. But it also had to do with my microphone for the phone, where it didn't work out. So it worked out perfectly that it came out the way it did. Good to go to fast food restaurants parking lot. Go to fast food. Yeah, go to a fast food parking lot or a restaurant or something like that, or a uh, thing where they have Wi-Fi and you can get the Wi-Fi and program your phone to do it. Or go outside in your car at work on your lunch hour. You should have Wi-Fi in the work, but if you can't do it, you can't do it. Okay, I can do that. Some churches have Wi-Fi. Yeah, but they don't want you on the phone during mass. You can go out in the parking lot and do that, or the area. What's the Wi-Fi? So if you can stay in, you stay in. But if you have to go, we understand. We're praying for you. So we're going to be on beyond 11 o'clock, hopefully, if we get enough people in here. But we're definitely going to be on till 11, 11:30. So my mouth is getting dry. So we'll see what we're doing tomorrow, being Good Friday. I don't know where it is, but I will be out there, maybe doing the greenhouse, and I will post it, whatever I do, or the garden beds or whatever. But we're getting bags of stuff ready to get everything done. No, you just park in the parking lot and connect to the Wi-Fi. Yeah, but you got to find some place to have a Wi-Fi code. You have to get the code. Like upstate, when we go upstate, the Wi-Fi is in uh, uh, the restaurant and the snack bar, and you have to sign into that code to get the Wi-Fi. No, hospitals too. Yeah, but you have to get the connection. Fast food restaurants usually don't require codes. Yeah, that's right. But some you got to look if you don't see a sign and have been there, whatever. Just do it. That, you're right. I have to agree with you. You're right. Some of them don't, but they do. But upstate, they do that. What we're doing now is we're looking at properties upstate, for the area that we want to go to, and we're finding properties for under $200,000. or less. We saw some of the really bad ones, the stressed ones, are like 5 or 6 acres of land. We want at least 10 acres. So we're looking to go anywhere from 150,000 to 200,000 with the barn and stuff like that, where we have a place where we can move into and then do the things we want to do on the property. We have a convenience store I can go to. 7-Eleven, that's a place. That's good, squirrel. Okay. Think about 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven has, you could be outside and they have the Wi-Fi out there. I know people get some coffee and stuff like that and they're on the phones. But where he is a rural area, they might not have the Wi-Fi thing. Where we are, there's Wi-Fi on every pole, by the railroad station, in the parks and stuff like that. The cable company partners with the village. They give the village the Wi-Fi and stuff like that, connected stuff like that. They pay a small fee, and they allow them to hook the Wi-Fi up in the park, in the train station, in the village hall, courthouse, stuff like that, and on on Main Street in town. So we're looking at property up there, and I've seen some nice properties for around 150, $100,000 or less, but the ones that are under $100,000 need some work or a lot of work, depends on the price. But we say we want to be able to move into that property and work the property. So we can go up there and work it, fix it up to the way we want it, and then move my son, daughter-in-law, and us up to that it's ready to move in. We have ourselves established with the business and everything else. That's what we're talking about. We don't care if the barn's distressed or whatever, but we can work on the barn. But is there a place where we can establish it and have chickens? We want the chickens and ducks. Then we want the goats or whatever we're going to get up there. All right? In the barn and have them in there. And that would be in the winter. By the end of the summer, months before it gets cold, we want to have that. We want to have an established house on the property where we can all live in, and then work on our extending the house for us to live, my daughter to live, and everything else, and making that outdoor kitchen that we're talking about, and then having the property with the gardens, harvesting the stuff. There's some places that have weekends during the summer. They have outdoor markets that you can go to, community gardens that you can sell stuff and stuff like that. That's what we can do, make a business out of it. And we would talk to the local store owners too. They would want to partner with us to sell our produce to them. Or can we have a place, establish a small store where we can sell the stuff and open when we want? Like make canned stuff or stuff like that, and have it approved and whatever. We would have all this established before we make that move. That's what we're thinking of doing. And of course, making the birdhouses. What we would do is when we go to resorts up there, we go to a couple up there. And when we're going back to the original one, the guy up there lives up there, and he goes to the different resorts, He makes those little birdhouses you get from Dollar Tree. He makes his own. I'm going to start doing that down here. By the end of the summer, I want to have the workshop where I can make that stuff, and we'll be doing that. And we're going to all these flea markets and stuff like that, and we're going up there. We may go to Stormville flea market before we go to Round Top, Glenbrook, and look around there. So that's what we're doing, and we'll look for different flea markets that we can go to with selling merchandise and stuff like that. They have places, the indoor market that you can rent a booth and sell stuff. We'll look into that. A lot of places up there have that, and a lot of communities. There are communities from anywhere from 5,000 to 20,000 people, maybe 100,000 people, whatever, in the town. And you think what you do is you set up your thing. The people come to the event. You have your cards, you have your merchandise and stuff like that. You tell them you have your farm. If you want certain things from me, we'll make up a basket for you, and you pick it up, or we can have it delivered to you if you're wanting to pay the delivery fee. If people live up there want to take a ride to our property, we'll give them the stuff. And we will screen the people and stuff like that. Or we do be a strictly cash and carry business. But this way we'll be able to make a few $1,000s a week. I would say $2,000 or $3,000 a week, we'll be able to sustain the farm. That's what we're trying to do. And then, of course, my daughter would work, my son would work a little bit, whatever. He's already looking to somebody he knows has a business upstate that he can work in. My daughter will work in a few days a week to make some money. So we're looking into all that. Now, let me see. I don't have my phone here. So we got basically everything that we're looking to do. I'm going to make another bed here. I'm going to see if I may have to make this stuff and have enough stuff that I'll have enough that I can give away to neighbors. If I can do that here, I can do that on a larger scale up there, upstate, and then look into putting a greenhouse on the property and having it warm and harvesting the vegetables earlier, or have plants, seedlings and stuff like that of seedlings of impatiens, of marigolds, have hostas and stuff like that. All the stuff growing in our plant, or have the seeds, get a seed company and sell the seeds to people as well. We'll look into that, and we'll look into seed companies. But what I'm going to do tomorrow is check out my StreamYard account with the number that Judy May gave me. And I may have asked it the wrong question, but I thank her very, very much for that. Like I said, if you haven't given a thumbs up, give a thumbs up. Let me know what you think of the channel. And please comment down below on the videos, please. I know a lot of people are having problems with things, but allegedly, it could be me. But I know I'm getting the views, so continue with that. continue to grow the channel as we get bigger and bigger and better and better. Uh, and hopefully by the end of April, we'll be monetized, and there will be a celebration, and we'll know what the channel is about, what we're going into AI with, and stuff like that. Talk about making videos and what Garden Aquatics and the things I do on the channel are related to Garden Aquatics. In other words, I do a Dollar Tree haul, stuff from Dollar Tree. That stuff is related to my gardening channel. Let's see now, this isn't working. Here we go. Here we go. All right. So you are welcome. I hope you get to talk to someone. Thank you. I appreciate it very, very much. All I want to do is straighten out my thing. I don't want to double bill me like they were doing. That straightened out. And then I went to go on. I set up my streams for the week. Now I'm just doing one at a time or doing it the next day. And it came up, and I wanted to type in my information, my code, and everything else. I wasn't sure of the password. It was supposed to be the same with the thing, and I changed it before I think we constantly change the password on our channel with LifeLock and stuff like that. I'm constantly changing it, and I got a notification that they took the money out for the month, and was at the end of this month. I went on to it, and it's like subscribe to StreamYard and everything is when they changed everything. And I put them a thing. I did the thing. I did the information. I went to the code to change the address. I contacted them. Nothing. And I went to them again, and they said, "We have no record of your channel, but I know they took the money out, and I have the record, the billing, and I'm going to tell them I have the billing on the account, and I don't want to be charged twice." So they got to give me credit for that. So we're supposed to go into April 16th is when I subscribed to it. I was doing it on a monthly basis until I figured out what it was that was the cheapest. I was trying to figure it out, and they give you a more discount when you sign up for the year. It'll be like a couple $100 for the entire year. And I was going to do that, and they said I have no account. I couldn't do that, and I lost everything that I set up, my background and anything, and now I can't do the phone thing anymore. This doesn't come out. This isn't right. I had all this set up. I had all the different things set up the way I wanted with the codes and everything else. And this didn't happen when I put up something unless they changed that. But this was up, right? This was set up, right? So that I clicked it and everything worked. And now I have to go back into the thing and reset everything again. So I don't know why they did that. I want to make sure. Wow, that's crazy. In other words, I had the thumbnail pictures, my background behind me, this and everything, where I had it in the black and white and in color. And I set up intros that they have the thing with the 30 seconds, the 60-second thing where you can set up an intro, make your own. I had that all ready to go, that I was going to do it. I was going to do it that night. I had that ready to go. I was standing in there. I got the 30 minutes. I checked it out. It worked. I set it up for the night. I rebooted my camera, did everything. It worked. It was fine. Okay, I left it. I'm around 8:30. I would say 8:30. It was 8:30. Was it 8:30 or 8:30? Ready to go on. I came in about 8:15, and it was all about the StreamYard icon on the thing to go to what they saved, and there was all things about StreamYard. Welcome to StreamYard. And thing you log in. Want to log in? No such account. No such account. So we're looking for a thing. My daughter came in and she's typing in the thing and help. Didn't get back to me. They want me to sign up for a thing. I called my bank to make sure. I checked my thing, and they in January 27th, they wanted me to sign up for a full year business program with over $1,000. But no, I want to. I'll take the month-to-month plan, and I will see if I continue with it. I like what you had and everything else. I wrote to them, didn't hear from them. I took the month plan, individual plan with all the stuff that I had, and didn't hear from them. I see that, checked my statement, took the money out. Then the following month, I get an alert from the end of February, I get an alert. They're trying to take the $1,000 out, overdrew my account. And it's or fraud on this. Check it out. That said, I called them, he said you had a double billing on the thing. I called the credit card company direct. He said, yes, we flagged it for fraud. You have a double billing. You have a similar payment, and then you have this payment for $1,000. Did you authorize? No, I didn't authorize. Authorize the minimum payment, monthly payment. I didn't authorize the thing. I contacted them. We have no phone number. We have no way of getting a phone number. They say there's no phone number. Usually, when you have billing, you usually have a 1-8 number or a phone number for a company, or you call them and they will give you a phone number that they have for the credit of the thing. They don't have a phone number available. And I Google, and they didn't say. I may have not have typed in the right information, whatever. But I thank you that you got it. So I will call them. I want to make sure that I'm not being double billed. I want to see if they have my account that they can bring my stuff back up. Because if it's a legit company, they can restore the stuff that you had up. If not, I have to make it over. And if I have to make it over, and I don't like what they're doing, I would say in May, I will decide if I'm going to renew it for June. I might find something else because I do like what they have. I like this double feed where we get more members. I do want to see if they can get my stuff back up and what their plan is, that I will take it for another year if I'm monetized and I'm making them. If I'm not doing that, I'm not going to do it. I'll do it on a monthly basis. If I don't like it, I can leave it. So that's what it is. I don't know why I can't post the thing and pin it to the top of the page, the URL. They don't allow you to do that anymore either. I don't know allegedly if it's a glitch with YouTube or StreamYard. Who's who or what? So by talking to a live person, hopefully I can straighten it out and refrain myself from going off the deep end and be banned from StreamYard. Whatever. We'll see. So my wife says if you find a phone number or whatever, let me talk to them. Or let my daughter talk to them because she'll be nicer about it. So we'll see. So we'll check it out tomorrow. I don't know if that it's a 24-hour line or whatever, but I will check on it tomorrow. So if you go watch the video today, that I cleaned up the mess along the side by the fence, white fence, to the pond. And after I signed off and everything else, I was raking a little bit more. It was starting to rain, whatever. I got the rake caught in the landscape fabric. I ripped the landscape fabric up, weed deterrent thing, and I redid the thing. I'm gonna not put that down. I'm gonna explain to everybody why I got rid of the landscape fabric because it didn't work. That wasn't a place for a weed preventative, but not 100%. The weeds can still get in there, but you can control them. What I can do, if I can control the weeds with the landscape fabric, I can control the weeds without it as well. Watch for them. That's where you don't want them. But in the garden, I don't care, but there's some things that I don't want to overtake. Garden. That's something in my eye. So that's where we're all with that. And then I think I'm going to do the greenhouse tomorrow because it's going to be warmer. They say colder weather, but we have to see what it is, if it's going to be really cold or not. And see what the weather is for the rest of the week. What's the weather for Friday? What's the weather for Friday? What's the weather for Saturday? What's the weather for Sunday, Easter? '56 to 42. So what is it saying? Colder weather's on the way. What's the weather for Monday next week? What's the weather for Tuesday? So we have to do our grass on Monday. What's the weather for Wednesday of next week? See, but it's saying 42 degrees. We got, let's see. How did I miss that? I was going over the weather. Let's see. Mount Sparrow says, "What are you drinking?" I'm drinking pumpkin spice coffee and non-sugar creamer and a little bit of um, pistachio, sugar-free flavoring. That's what I'm drinking. I usually have that after coffee. I came over to this stream. I like the setup. You can see better, and I can't read the chat better. I made it bigger. All right, let's see. Tomorrow it's going to be 75 degrees, 50% chance of rain. All right. And then she says, sounds good. So we don't have any rain or anything in the forecast. It's going to be mediocre. It's not going to, it'll be a little warmer. And then it says 42 to 32. It's not going to freeze, so we can put that out. I want to see the rest of the week. Yep, it's going to be in the upper 40s, so it's going to stay there. Hopefully, we can put it out. It's not going to be drastically cold, so we can put out the greenhouse tomorrow. Watch out for that. Thank you for commenting on the thing. I will go back to comment on people as well and see if they stick. I'm over here 2 now. So you like this better this way. How about this? No, you don't like that. I like this setup. Better if this works, I'll keep this up. But I want to find out if I can do this in some cases, what the problems. I had all this set up, which aggravates me. I know the thing, my OCD, this aggravates me that this was done. This was done. It was set up so that I had everything set up, all the green screen stuff, virtual, done. The 2 things with the backgrounds and stuff like that, with the new background. And pictures were there. I set it up for that night, that Thursday night, I believe it was. When was it? Was it Tuesday or Monday? Whatever the short video was, I think over the weekend, whatever. And I went to it, and it's telling me, welcome to StreamYard. Log in, put in my login number and stuff like that. I don't know if I missed the thing, but I know I changed it. I went to it, and it said didn't exist. Forgot the phone number. I did all the access that, yes, that's the thing. I put in this QR code that they gave me, and I know I'm repeating myself, but it said, whatever, you're not a member. So we have until May. If it doesn't work out, I don't like it, we'll get rid of it. We'll try something else. Stephen, I'm going to have a good night on AA. God bless. Friday is Good Friday. God bless you. Thank you very much. And God bless us all. Thank you, Judy May. Good night, my friend. Have a great weekend ahead. Love you and God bless you. Us all. Okay. Squirrel, have a great weekend, my friend. Good night and God bless the missus, us all. Okay. Thank you, Judy May, for coming in. Thank you for the phone number. I will post something tomorrow about it. And thank you for that phone number, and we'll see what we have. I'm still debating whether to stay with them or not. If I get my stuff back and I can improve on it and work it out, we'll do it. She says, good night. Love you. Mount Sparrow. So we'll see. Amen, amen. All right. So working, my back is starting to bother me. So if we continue, let's see where we are with hours, likes. We got 6 likes. If I can get 4 more likes in there, we'll stay on till midnight. If not, we go off at 11:30. We'll have 3 hours. So I don't know about tomorrow night, but if you don't see something up by midnight, by noon tomorrow, a video or whatever, saying I'm going to be live tomorrow, I will make that statement. If it's not up on the thing before 6 o'clock, I will not be on Good Friday. But there will be videos posted of me doing the greenhouse and stuff like that. And then talking about the pond, talking about the garden beds, and I'm going to get that raised bed from Temu. And I'm going to check to see what my delivery date is. I got my one thing. I want to see what my delivery date is on my filter and my fertilizer, so we can get started on that. And after Easter, I can call the air conditioning company and the sprinkler guy to talk about the irrigation for the property. The irrigation is water and making a drip irrigation, all that stuff. So let me know what you think. If you think there's something you want to know about, we're going to do a Q&A in this. And I don't know why we have that, but let me see if it's up here. There it is. We're going to do a Q&A, question and answer period. Okay? Anything you want to know. If I don't know it, I will look it up. Approach AI about it. But if I'm using the AI formula or something, I will tell you I had some collaborated with AI for this information and researched it on my own. I believe to the best of my ability that this is the answer to your question. If I am wrong with anything I say, I will correct myself and tell you I was wrong. I will not harp on it. Right? I will not apologize. I will apologize if I was wrong. I will tell you I was wrong. And this is the answer. I'm not perfect. So thank you for that. About gardening, about questions, a lot of the questions and the answers would be to the following question. You, on your channel, talk about everything. What does one thing have to do with another? Like you're doing a Dollar Tree haul. Why are you doing a Dollar Tree haul on a garden and aquatics channel? And what is exactly garden and aquatics on your channel? Should it be gardening and aquatics? I may rename it gardening and aquatics. But garden aquatics sticks because the aquatics is plural for both. The garden aspect of it is what I do on the channel as far as cleaning out garden beds, setting up uh, landscape things, uh, showing you how to fix a sprinkler head. That all has to do with gardening, landscaping, stuff like that, your garden. Seeding, fertilizing, planting, trimming trees. This is all stuff in your garden, and that's in garden aquatics, fixing sprinklers, setting up drip irrigation, making a place for birds and stuff like that to go for pollinating bees and stuff like that to go to your garden and pollinate your flowers by having flowers in the bed, drawing the bees to the flowers and to your fruits and vegetables in your garden. Another question would be, well, okay, I answered that, but why do you do a Dollar Tree haul? I do a Dollar Tree haul because I get stuff, but I also get stuff for the garden. Uh, Dollar Tree has a lot of garden ornaments. They have gnome things. We do flower pots, and we set up gnome gardens in the flower pots. I will show you how to container garden and plant flowers in the flower pot and make a nice fairy garden setup in the flower pot. That's gardening. And around the pond, I make a little fairy setup. And then around the pond, I put lawn ornaments and stuff like that, that as deterrents for the animals that they can't just get in there and get to the fish. And it looks nice to boot. The little pinwheels and stuff like that, the little ornaments, welcome to spring, uh, flowers, frogs, mushrooms, painted nice. You stick them in the flower pot. I buy Dollar Tree solar lights. They have expensive ones as well as cheap ones. I'm going to try them all in the yard. That has to do with gardening, setting lights up, lighting up your garden, lighting up your house, highlighting trees and decorations on your property, in your garden. That's gardening products. What is the aquatic part of the channel? You talk about gardening and you hardly talk about aquatics. I talk about my pond all the time, decorating the pond, making the pond attractive to look at. And of course, the fish in there, maintaining the pond and maintaining a filter, that's aquatics. What I do to clear the water and what I do to clean the filter, that'll also do with aquatics portion. And then irrigation. What is the irrigation? You're in a house. What is irrigation? The irrigation is the drip irrigation for the plants, for the sprinkling, fixing a sprinkler head in the garden and fixing a sprinkler head outside the garden with the tuning can test. You take a small container and put the containers around the yard where you suspect that the sprinkler isn't hitting, and then you check it the next day after the water had sprinkled for that night or that morning, and you check the containers to see if water got into those containers. So then you have to change the sprinklers. Another question is, uh, why do you show other stuff like cooking and stuff like that's not gardening? Gardening aquatics, the remix portion of it, that has to do with gardening. The gardening portion of that is harvesting those vegetables, fruit, and lettuce and stuff like that for salad. What you do with those lettuce, what you do with those tomatoes, cutting them up for salad, making sauce, all sorts of recipes for cooking pumpkin, making pumpkin pie, stuff like that. That all has to do with garden aquatics. You raise the beds, you harvest the fruit and vegetables, you bring them into your house, clean them up, and prepare them for your dinner. That's gardening, and aquatics. What about prepping? Your channel is not a prep channel. Why are you talking about prepping and having a homestead? Anywhere can be a homestead, okay? Anywhere can be a homestead. Uh, you make it one. You're harvesting fruit and vegetables and stuff like that for yourself, canning it and stuff like that. You're making that garden. You're harvesting those vegetables and stuff like that, or canning it to preserve it in case of emergency or when you need it, you have it. And you also have extra that you can give to your neighbors. The next question would be, why do you give the fruits and vegetables to your neighbors? Uh, I have so many tomatoes and stuff like that, I give them away, otherwise they would rot. Uh, or we make sauce and stuff like that with that. So I give the stuff to my neighbors because if they don't have a garden, I'm sure they like the fruit and vegetables. I have enough of them, so I would give them away. The question is, there's not much garden and aquatics and stuff like that. You have all sorts of fairy garden stuff around. What does that have to do with gardening? You're making decorations to put in your garden. You're making decorations to put in a flower pot with flowers to make it look attractive. That has a lot to do with gardening. You're cutting grass. That's not gardening. That's landscaping and stuff like that. And it certainly is gardening because your garden beds and your garden and your grass is one type of uh, system where you're gardening and preparing your lawn for a lush, beautiful green lawn and having the flower beds and stuff like that to match your garden and make you have a nice, beautiful property by cutting the grass, showing you how you cut the grass, what you do to get the grass to grow, what you put on the grass, fixing electrical work and the lamppost and everything. The lamppost lights the way to the house. I have a little round garden at the bottom of the thing that attracts people to the house. You have the lamppost as decoration as well as Dollar Tree stuff for solar lights and other solar lights to illuminate the yard. But you also decorate for Christmas and Halloween and stuff like that. That has nothing to do with gardening. It most certainly does. You're setting up your house, your front yard, your garden with decorative ornaments for Halloween, 4th of July, Christmas, Valentine's, or whatever holiday, setting up artificial and real flowers in your ornamental thing outside, and then setting up ornamental things in your garden for that holiday, which would attract people to your house to look at that and how nice it looks. By fixing the lamp, it's highlighting the house. So you have all this stuff in the picture. But then you decorate for Christmas and you go all out. Of course, I decorate the trees. I planted the trees. I'm decorating the trees. This is what my front yard and garden looks like for Christmas, Halloween, Valentine's Day, Easter. Decorating my window. You see the window from the house. That's aesthetics. You look at the garden, you look at the window and decorate the house. So that's part of it. Decorating inside and out. You also go to Walmart, you buy stuff, you buy bird seed and stuff like that. What does the bird seed have to do with you're filling the bird seed, you're throwing out peanuts for the squirrel? I'm showing you that not letting the squirrels starve and the birds. A lot of people feed the birds. I want to have a bird bath or something, have an area where the birds can go. I'm trying to deter a cat to get out of And that's another question. Why are you talking about a cat when you're God? I'm trying. I don't. I can't make an aviary out, but I can make a little bird sanctuary with flowers and stuff for the birds to eat and have the bird bath where they can go and eat the bird seed that falls to the ground and everything. If we have ducks come to the yard and they talk about what animals do you have in the yard uh, by making this stuff, putting this stuff out there, talking about making your yard predator proof because we have the ducks in there, we have the all different types of birds. We even had a hawk in the yard once. My neighbor told me the hawk came down, was trying to get a bird or whatever. We have rabbits, we have lizards, we have turtles, we have possums, we have raccoons. We have a few stray cats which we're trying to get rid of. I want to try to get a cat deterrent for the yard. Well, I don't want to deter the rabbits. I don't want to deter the um, raccoons. It's like they have the right to be in there. They can't get into the pond now. We'll try. But I want to get something where I want the squirrels to come into the yard because I'm feeding them nuts and stuff like that. I don't want them to be scared by a noise maker that they can hear, we can't hear, to chase the squirrels away. I just want to chase the cat away. That has to do with gardening. The cat doesn't go for the stuff in the garden or go for the birds, which I want to attract to the garden. That's why I feed the birds and stuff like that. That's why I don't have a thing. If I had a place for animals, it'd be a different story. But it all has to do with gardening. One thing goes back to the other. What other questions? You talk about you put frogs on a bridge. You talk about frogs on a bridge. It's just a metaphor. It's remixing a video, talking about a frog. We had heavy rain, so I talked about the rain, pretending the frog was talking. That's garden products because we do have live frogs coming from time to time. I've seen them, but I haven't been able to catch them on camera. So it's just what other questions you have? Why does it take so long for you to do a project and stuff like that? Because I'm up there in age. I'm a senior citizen, and 90%, 99% of the work is done by me. That's why it takes so long to do it. So if I can get help, I get help. So what I did was pace myself. We're in spring, it's spring cleanup. We'll clean up everything. We'll clean up the beds, clean up around the pond. We'll clean up and trim the bushes. We'll clean up the raised bed. We'll set up a greenhouse, clean out that, make a compost, stuff like that. And that's what go time means. Clean up, spring cleanup, getting your yard in shape for the season. And we will be talking about cutting those pallets up and making room for a complete garden, getting all our ornaments up in the attic, making room in the garage where we can make birdhouses, make ornaments for the yard and stuff like that. And it all ties into gardening. And then you talk about homesteading. You have this Savers app. People asked about that. The Savers app can be anything. When you order something online from Amazon, Walmart, or a gardening service, whatever, you get advertisements for all that stuff. I'm telling you, this is what I order from, and show you items that you would buy in the store that you can grow yourself, what the store has for you, and stuff like that. It all has to do with gardening. You're preparing this. You could get local and stuff like that. They're dragging you into the store for that. And those products and stuff that you get, some of them you get in your garden, you get this on sale, uh, and you can make this from your garden. You buy this, and you can make this. That's gardening. It all has to do with one, having a homestead. We're preparing a homestead for the channel because we're looking to make a homestead upstate, and we're going to check that out. I take you along with me on my vacation because I show you other gardens around the neighborhood. When I take my walk, I show you the gardens and the people's grass and stuff like that, what they look like. That's garden. Checking out other people's gardens, seeing how nice curb appeal it is. That's garden. What do you why do you post shorts on cars, flowers, stuff like that, garden tips and stuff like that when you have your own garden channel? Well, Garden Products Remix is a remix channel, and we remix other videos to get other people to check out different channels, to let you know what's out there, and to get subscribers to our channel as well as to the channels that you tell people to go to. And by showing those shorts, that helps my channel, but also helps their channel. And that's why you have the remix portion of the video. That's pulling subscribers to my channel. And that's why I tell everybody the key is in the video. By showing you that video, you're bringing people to that channel, and you're bringing people to your channel. And you tell the people to watch that channel while watching your channel. You like that channel. You're bringing people to both and creating a family. And that has to do with gardening, the flower videos and stuff like that. We're trying to see what people like. I like the flower videos. So I show the flower videos. Hence the remix. Remix can be anything. Cleaning out the pond, talk about the fish, stuff like that. It could be anything. It's not just garden and aquatics. It's garden aquatics remix. Remixing videos. We'll take you to car shows. We'll take you upstate. We'll check out houses, gardens, farms. I'll show, if I can, I will show you that. Now, that's why I showed you on the resort. Oh, they had these flowers. They had these sunflowers. They had this. This is how they did that. They had a farm with animals. This is what they do to take care of the animals. All has to do with gardening, products, remix. Remixing is the plethora of everything. Basically, gardening. Anything and everything I do outside the house, in the garden, preparing for different holidays, all has to do with prepping in your garden, prepping for an emergency so you have a supply of food and everything else. So unless we will check at 5 minutes to 11:30, and then we have 10 likes, we stay on till midnight. If not, we go off the air. And I will be back probably on Saturday. I don't know about tomorrow being Good Friday. We'll see. We'll see where we are. So like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of the channel. you have any questions, let me know. Another question I get, which I'll tell everybody, is where do you get your information? Uh, how come you know so much of it? You can get all this information online on YouTube, and I get information from somebody, or I know about it, and I see a video, landscape videos, gardening videos, grass keeping, irrigation. I combine that all into this channel. I do a video on channels that I got the information from, and I will reference those channels in my video comments if I'm referencing them. If I get fertilizer, if they recommend this, I'll recommend that channel to you down below. Go check them out. That's why I do that. And that's where I get my information from. I also get my information from the books over here. And we'll be going through them and setting them up as thumbnails and stuff like that. Why do you show the books and everything? This is my studio. I show the books because they all have to do with gardening. The bottom shelf is all has to do with gardening. The other shelf is my books. I want to make a library. This library studio where I can sit down and read a book. This portion of my back room is my man cave. This is my studio. If we get another place, I cleaned it up and everything else, so I have all this stuff for the garden that I got from Dollar Tree and elsewhere, outside in my shed, just dumped in there. When the weather gets warm, we'll clean out that. So that's why I'm in this room. That's why I come on, because I want to get hours. I want to talk to you about gardening. I want to talk to you about other things, what you do, and stuff like that, to promote your channel. Hence, Garden Aquatics, the remix portion. Remixing other, helping other channels out. I help Squirrel out. I help Judy May, Mount Sparrow. I'll pray for everybody. Jesse, all these people that come into my channel. And we're praying for Grandma Lynn now. We'll continue to pray for Judy May that she gets better. That's all remix. I hope to get another bookcase where I can put the books up. I have CDs and stuff. That's all in this one room, where CD player where I watch videos. That's the channel. Remix. So we're going to try to get that third hour, and then we'll go off the air. So I think I've covered anything. Any other questions that I might have? I'm trying to think that I would get. Oh, the other question is, how do you know so much? I told you about the books. I also did landscaping. I had my landscaping business. I cut grass, fertilized, planted flowers, and I did that work for the Department of Public Works, a road maintenance crew that cut grass, maintained flower beds, trimmed trees and stuff like that. Did landscaping, so that's why I know general knowledge of it. But there's a lot of stuff that I don't know, and I can tell you right now, with AI, you're not sure about something, you could ask it, and you would tell your audience that, okay, I got this from AI, but I knew this, but I didn't know this. AI told me this. Allegedly, this is what they said. So I put that in there. And when I highlighted the product and everything else, I will tell allegedly I like this for this reason and stuff like that, but this is my opinion. I don't want to deter you from not buying that product. I will not advertise and get a company to give me something to promote their product. And before I do a review on that product, I have to send them a copy of what I'm going to say. I will not do that. If I use a product and I like it, I will sponsor that product. I'll have them sponsor me because I will be telling you the truth that I like this product because of what it does. The Tetra food sticks for the pond, the fish like that and they eat them up rather fast and they don't cloud the water. I like that you can just scoop them and throw them in the pond. I would recommend that product because I tried it. I will not take a company that says, okay, we'll give you this. But before you send it out, put it out on YouTube, let me see it so that I can tell you whether or not I want you to say that. I will not let this company dictate to me allegedly what I say. I will endorse the product if I like it. I'm not going to you give me stuff to promote. I buy it, I test it, I like it. I'll tell you about it. I will tell you that I'm not sponsored by Tetra. I like their product. If a Tetra wants me to sponsor them, I will gladly take their offer and just have them be one of my sponsors on my channel. But right now, I have no sponsor. We're going to look into the money making ideas and stuff like that once we get monetized. So hopefully this year, in 2026, in the month of April, we'll be over the hump and be at 4,000 watch hours. I'm going to continue to post, video after video after video, car video. You're going to get tired of flower videos, gardening videos, uh, ponds, stuff like that. Keep watching the channel. And once we get monetized, I will tell you the key is in the video. You got to look at the video, see what video is generating views and getting your viewership to get your hours up. What channel getting that views? What remix that you do? What video you do that gets the most response? So you duplicate that video. We'll sit down and talk about books and stuff like that. Why do you tell people about the books that you get and stuff like that? Because a lot of the books I get reference stuff that I do has to do with better homes and gardens, home improvement. What does home improvement have to do with garden aquatics? Uh, making storage. Have a shed where you can store your lawnmower, garden tools, fertilizer, ice melt. Why you talk about what you have in your garden when the snow on the ground? Why are you showing garden videos talking about your garden? Talk about your garden all the time. If you have perennials, if you have arborvitae trees and stuff like that that have a bunch of snow, you have a lot of snow, you got to shake them off and make sure the leaves don't burn. And I show you that the burning, the cold weather, shrivel up because it's too cold. I try to cut all those off. And I showed you that in one video that I cut the uh, things, buds of the rose bush. I trimmed all the bushes that had the dying branches. I have the bush to do by the pond, cut that down, and I will show you that uh, the branches, because we couldn't shake the stuff off. I tell you to shake the evergreens up. I tell you to shake your other bushes up so that it doesn't burn the bush, or the long heavy snow will break the branch. You don't want an open hole on your bush or something, or have the bush fall over. That's gardening. Talk about spreading salt on your uh, walkway, and not spreading it on your garden. That's garden aquatics. Maintaining the garden in the summer, maintaining the garden in the winter, maintaining the garden in the fall, what you do to your garden, making compost. That's another thing. Making compost. What is that? Compost is for the garden. The greenhouse is for the garden. Making a raised bed is for the garden. Setting up decorations is for the garden. Making your house appealing to people. Showing you what you're putting in your garden to make that holiday happen. That's gardening. Anything else? I can think of. Any other questions you might have? Anything you all want to know about? So we have about 10 minutes to go. Did we get our 10 likes? We got 7. Can we get can we get can we get 3 more? Can we get 3 more in here before the end? Can we? Let me know. That's what. Why are you in the man cave? What does the man cave have to do with gardening products? Nothing. But I'm talking to you about gardening, talking to you on my channel, basically talking to you about anything. And I do show you stuff that I'm putting in my garden that I want to do. Get a book and review that book. Okay, I would like to try this. Or I put a short out that somebody planted something and made something. Gee, I want to try this. Think I could try this? I like this idea. That's remixing the video again. Always go back to one or the other. So all that stuff has to do with gardening products, the pond, all the animals. And I assure you, before the end of April, beginning of May until June, we'll have ducks in the yard very, very soon. We have ducks, we have fish, we have lizards, we have frogs, we have cats, we had bats at one time. We don't have the fruit tree anymore, so I think it was the fruit bat. That's not around anymore. Behind our shed, we had a fruit tree, berry tree, and that's where the fruit bats hang out. They're not around anymore. But we do have the pond with the goldfish, the koi. We have the frogs and the toads that are in the pond, and we'll be sit out there one night and we'll listen to the frogs and stuff like that. They disappear. We have had turtles in the yard. We have lizards. We have rabbits. We have ducks. We have all types of birds. We have raccoons, possums, and hawks too. Saw a hawk try to get a bird in the my neighbor's yard. Told me we had one. I saw one flying around. We have cranes in the yard. They can't get into the pond now, so I haven't seen them around. But they're around. You'll see them in the morning. I'll try to get a video. I'll try to get a video of the lizards. I know it's not that cold. Lizards are out now, so I know the weather's warming. When are you going to put up your greenhouse? I'm thinking of doing it tomorrow and then cleaning it out. We may do that tomorrow. Let me know what you think, John. Why do you go live every night? I don't go live every night. I'm only going live till the time I get my monetization, and I'm going to go back to every other Friday, every other Saturday. I will be live on Sunday with the Dollar Tree haul, what we get for the garden, or things around the house. That's the remix portion. This is what I bought at Dollar Tree. This is what I'm buying for the garden. On Monday and Tuesday is the man cave, talking about general subjects, stuff like that, mainly gardening, and Pam wants to come up into the chat where I know you've been on my channel for a lot. You can come in and talk about your channel, and I'll ask you questions uh, from gardening to what you're doing on your channel. That's why I have the man cave, and anybody can come in. And what do you do with the Wednesday blog? The blogging is to do about general topic and basically set up gardening, what we did for the past from Thursday to Wednesday, and then what we're planning to do from next Thursday to Wednesday of next week in the garden, what we're planting, what We're seeing what we're making, what we're doing, where the channel is going. That's what the blog is about. And of course, people coming up, asking questions, talking about things, what they do, uh, by praying for them, talk about Mount Sparrow, stuff like that, what they do, where they are. That's what the channel is all about. One big family. Of course, the remix. That's it for questions and answers. I hope to see you uh, tomorrow night. If I'm live or not, I will let you know at the afternoon if I'm going live or not. Okay? I will let you know what I'm doing. And I will be calling StreamYard about what they're doing. We'll go over all this stuff that we have up here. That's on a view to the ring light. And people will ask me, why do you do a view to the ring light? What does the ring light have to do with your channel? I sit here and talk to you about stuff, products that I got. One product that I got from Temu, and I would do a unboxing of it that I got from Temu. This is for irrigation for the yard. So you can see it, it's a water timer for the irrigation system for the raised beds, the drip irrigation. This is from Temu. I could get this in Walmart. I could get this to be inexpensive, and hopefully it works. And that's what I'll tell you about. This this is for the garden. And again, my solar lights, seeds, raised bed, putting up a flag post, putting up a centennial flag for the 250th anniversary of the country. I'll be putting an anniversary flag up. Once again, the flag post is in the garden. We'll be cutting down the tree behind the flagpole, because that's a weed. We don't want that. Cut it down to the thing and cut it up. I have what I'm planting there. I have the Blessed Mother in the yard. I have St. Anthony in the yard. I have the Blessed Mother in the front of the house under the flagpole. I have one in the yard, one by the pond, and the statue of St. Anthony. It's all in the yard. So we reached our goal of 3 hours. I want to thank you for coming into the chat. I hope you enjoyed it. I will be back tomorrow night. Hopefully, I will let you know, being it's Good Friday, I may not be on, but I will definitely be on Saturday, probably around 8 o'clock till 10. And then hopefully if Squirrel is on, we'll tell you to go to Squirrel. I'm going to do a live stream yard video. I don't know if we do the pond or the bird feeders and stuff like that. But it looks like the birds are coming back. Talk about my little bird sanctuary to attract the birds to the yard because you like that. We'll talk about the barbecue station. Again, another question. What's a barbecue station have to do with? It's in the backyard. You're making your backyard look nice. This is in your backyard and your backyard garden. So you have your barbecue, your barbecue prep area. That's your barbecue station in your backyard. What you do to maintain that in your garden. So we have the 3 hours. I want to thank everybody for coming in. I want to thank Judy May. Thank God she's okay. Continue to pray for her that she gets better and she can walk a lot better without pain. Pray for Mount Sparrow. Pray for Squirrel. Magnet Fishing and Outdoors. Pray for, I think that was it. We have Jesse M in the chat. We had the other gentleman here that came in the beginning, or person, other person, YouTuber. Let's go back to the beginning. Go check their channel out. We had this gentleman. Thank you for coming into the chat. Spirian Christian DJ7UR. Thank you for coming into the chat. So again, if you want a sticker from the channel, I'll give you 2 large, 2 small stickers. If you don't have stickers to the channel, all you have to do for your channel, all you have to do is send me a self-addressed envelope and I will send you the stickers. Send your envelope or stickers to Garden Aquatics, Garden Aquatics, 3280 Sunrise Highway. I don't know how that got in there. Okay. Garden Aquatics, 3280 Sunrise Highway, Box 174, Montauk, New York, 11793. Again, Garden Aquatics, 3280 Sunrise Highway, Box 174, Montauk, New York. I'm trying to make a sticker board, so let me know what you think of it, what you've seen tonight, and what I'm saying. I'm trying to make a sticker board with stickers on it, and I will do a shout out one night a week, either on the blog or on a thing, or set up a private shout out. I can only do it if you send me your stickers. But if you want one of my stickers, all you have to do is send me a self-addressed envelope and I will send you one. I tell everybody that I do not keep your address for giveaways or anything like that, but I would keep your address for me, for my intentions only, to get you information about my channel. I do not sell mailing lists. If you do not want me to keep your address, just put no in the flap or somewhere and say no, and I will not keep your thing. I will shred it and destroy your list. I have a few people that I don't have things. They constantly send me stuff. I destroy their information. I would send you holiday cards, information on apparel and stuff like that that we're getting. So that's what you'll be getting from me, and only from me. You will not get it from anywhere else. I will not send it to you. I have your list in the address book. I have people's personal phone numbers because I associate with them. I do not give out your information. So that's it for this video. I want to tell everybody that, remember, the past is behind us. The present is now. The future is what you make it. So let's make 2026 better than 2025. And I will see you all in the next video tomorrow afternoon. Whatever we do, greenhouse, pond, whatever, what we'll be doing it. I don't know if I'll be posting. I want to wish everybody a happy Passover, happy Easter. I will see you all in the next video. No live stream on Sunday. There will be a live Man Cave on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday blog, Thursday live from the Man Cave, and going back until we get monetized, and then we'll switch off every other day. Every other Friday, every other Saturday. Till then, Stephen F. signing off. Bye for now. Good night. Good night, everybody.